All right, welcome to the interview segment. Thank God it's Friday. You know what we do on Friday? We bring to you entertainment stories, entertainment, and anything entertainment. We bring entertainers as well to the studio. Today in the studio, we have a gospel artist. He is a dynamic praise worship leader, songwriter, composer, vocal coach, multi-instrumentalist, music director, and lots more. Today, we want to talk about the commercialization of the gospel music in Nigeria. We all know that anything called gospel is about spreading the good news, spreading. So we want to discuss about the commercialization, that's the profit aspect of gospel music. This is a very controversial topic, and I would like us to sit back as we enjoy this conversation with our guest today. So join me as I welcome Mr. Isaac Davids. So nice to have you.
Welcome on the show today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I was about to read all the profiles, like vocal coach, as in it's just so much. They'll say Opo, it's plenty.
It's so much.
So how is music? How are you generally?
I'm fine. Even with the whole Nigerian situation, God has been keeping us.
Yes, we are still fine.
And helping us. As one word I say, God no go shame us.
Yes, so, and that's the word. God
really
no go shame
us. And it's needed.
God no go shame us.
Yes, God no go shame us. Let's just be positive about everything, regardless. That's good. Okay, so let's go to the conversation of today. I know before this interview, when you saw the topic, you realized, oh, this is I know it's a controversial topic, and some people do not want to talk about it because they feel like, please don't go to that area.
You even ask some people, they don't want to answer that question.
Like, no, please forget that. This is my, let me ask you first. How long have you been in music?
Wow. Over 20-something years.
Wow.
I started singing from when I was very young.
No, as a professionally?
Professional 20-something years.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I read music.
Wow. I read music, so... No wonder you have so many titles like vocal coach, consultant. No. And also you are one person we should call the experienced person in this field.
By God's grace.
Wow.
I'm still learning, I'm still growing.
Yeah, everyone learns. Yes. So far we are not dead, everyone learns. Yeah, the next thing I want to ask is, there is always something that pushes people. Fine, you said it's been a while you started, but there is something that kept you going. As you said, it's been 20-something years, because we know there have been ups and downs. In life, there is always ups and downs. Like, what exactly kept you going?
I would say number one, passion. It's what I've known, as in I've had a mindset or a futuristic plan about since growing up as a boy. I'll tell you one funny story. Story.
Really?
Okay, when I was growing up as a child, I remember I was in primary, I guess primary 3 or so. And they was like, my teacher was like, we should write what we want to become in the future. Okay. People were writing doctor, this, that. And I wrote, then it was choir master. Before they make it, he now became a music director and the rest. And I wrote, I want to become a choir master. But teacher now was like,
choir master.
Come.
As a profession.
Choir master. No, I mean doctor. I said no. Took me to my mom, and like, my mom said, if that's what he wants now, he wrote what he wants.
Wow.
Sure you get. So prior to that time, how many years down the line, it's just a vision I had since when I was growing up as a child. So the passion has pushed me forward, and I love to grow more in music. So I expanded more beyond vocal into instruments. I also produce to production and the rest of them. So the passion itself.
So the passion is what has been keeping you till now. Okay, now when you started, you said passion. Because I would like us to really draw the line here. You said passion. When you started, okay, let me start with this question before I ask that question. So I will not give you like an hint. Okay. What's your thoughts about this gospel musicians who have turned themselves to a commercial gospel musicians?
Okay, first of all, the word gospel means spreading the good news of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And they always say something. Permit me to speak Yoruba. And they say,
that money is the
bicycle
to ride, because whatever.
So, if you want to spread the gospel, you need finance. So I always tell people, I said, in as much as you're a gospel artist, you still need finance. I came here to the studio, I paid transport. I didn't tell them, my brother, God bless you. Sure you get. So I tell people, number one, understand the reason why you were called into it first. Sure you get. And now before you became a gospel artist, you were a musician. Now let me explain. Some of us read music.
Like you did?
Yeah, we read music. Okay. We did so many other courses online. So like we paid. And you know the way some courses online is you're paying in dollars. So you get. Now before you become a gospel, you were once a musician. So now when you blend the two together, secondly, you have a band. And those bands are not coming by God's grace. Yeah, they come by God's grace, but they come also by money. So you get. To keep a band, you need money. You're going to record the song. You're going to run adverts, promotions. Sure, you understand? You're going to have rehearsals, and rehearsals you buy for. Or
even the studios.
Some of us use studios. You book for sessions, and right now the sessions right now is like killing. Some sessions that you do for 15,000, 20,000, like double of it. So where do we get those money from? It's from this honorarium. I don't see it. I told people, I said, you can't pay me. You can't pay me because you can't pay my skills. You can't pay my anointing. So you can't pay me. You're only supporting or sowing a seed. So even if I tell that you should give me 1 million, the 1 million most times is not even for the artist. It's for the band itself. Because the band is like an organization.
Yes.
You need money to fuel it.
Yeah.
Sure, understand. So when I see people say, yeah, oh, will you collect money, like this, that, and I laugh. I don't want to go into arguments. It's only those that I know that are rich that say, come, sit down, let me explain this thing to you. I've facilitated so many gospel talk shows and I explained this thing. I said, before you became a gospel artist, you were a musician. Even if you don't read music, money, you need money. But one thing I always say is prioritizing the money. Prioritizing the money, like, no, it has to be no. Prioritize the money, it can become, there's a clause there.
Yeah. So which means, sorry to cut you short, which means if someone invites you for a program, probably a church program, if the person tells you, okay, we really don't have much, are you trying to say you're going to do the show for free or?
No, not for free. Yeah, like, let me just buttress what she's trying to say. Like, you're being invited to a show and maybe the church the church tells you that, okay, please, this is the amount we can afford, please accept it. And the amount is way below what you collect normally. Would you do it?
Okay, there are things I check out for. Number one, the distance. The number of band guys I'm bringing for that program. Some people will tell you that, I just come alone. We have band guys. Sure you get. I want your band, but this is what we have. I'm asking, where is the program? The distance matters also. Because you cannot invite me to Abuja with a full band. You are giving me 50,000, 100,000. Sure you understand? It's not
even the transport alone.
The transport alone.
Yeah.
Sure you get. So people might say, okay, please just come alone. We'll pay your flight tickets. We have guys on ground that can also help facilitate for you also. Fine. But it's not that I'm prioritizing the money before that stuff. No. But there's another but.
Yes. The money is still needed.
The money is still needed. Now, I will say the experiences of most gospel artists. So people take them for granted. Yes. The reason why some gospel artists do that and put that price on it, like, they take them for granted. I'll make an example. We traveled for a program, and they were like, okay, this is the amount they could afford. I said, no problem. So we traveled down for the program. When we got there, the amount they didn't give was not even up to half
of what they promised.
So what happened?
I had to use for my own money. Sure you get. Because number one, as a gospel artist, your band members are your priorities. That's the way I see it as. I must take care of them first. Even the place they give us was somewhere, I said, no, we can't stay. We have to go book for an hotel somewhere else.
Wow.
Sure you get. Another artist had of people like, if I mean, lie. And the next time, and I met the person, this was not what you said. Even if you didn't even put a price tag on it. I spent like ×4 of the money. Sure you get. If it's some person, and the man later invited me again.
And you still went.
And I still went.
Wow.
And he paid you well.
And he paid me well. But some person was like, no, I go do you back. Sure you get. The first thing is the gospel. The message first. The message first. As some programs we will go for that. No one couple.
Wow. And you just do it.
We'll go. I will have to, because I cannot I will tell them like, yeah, that there's no money, let's go.
And they will accept.
They will accept, but inside of my mind, I will still give them transport. That's my kind of person. I will not say because there's no money, they didn't give us money. Sure you get, because the major thing is the money is not the priority, it's the message.
But do you know that there are some up and coming gospel artists now that they now really prioritize, because they see now that, oh, these people are making lots of money, and there are some that would first of all look at the church, look at the general overseers,
the
auditorium, the aesthetics, you know, and say that, oh, I'm not going to say 100,000, let me just say 500K, maybe they are rich and all of that. So there are some people that they see this as an opportunity to make money, to create wealth for themselves, and thereby telling them that, oh no, if you cannot pay this amount, then we won't come. I know up and coming musicians, gospel musicians, that do what I'm saying now, that they will tell you that this is the amount I'm collecting, if you cannot afford this, then we can't come. So I'm talking about the excessive, you know, asking of money. I don't know, because if we ask for money, what now differentiates a secular musician to a gospel musician?
Now, a secular musician is an industry. I'm writing a book, and the book is about separating the industry from the ministry. Now, you have to separate industry from ministry. But at the same time, you still need the IQ of industry in ministry, because what administration is needed.
Yeah.
Logistics is needed, and there are so many other facts you have to put in place. So you will not say that because it's ministry, I shall just do it. Like, no, I'm not that kind of person. I like pulling out stuff out. There's sometimes some things come to you impromptu. But it will always help, because while you're already an administrative person, that you can quickly arrange stuff. So putting the industry into the ministry and making it excessive is what the problem is.
Okay.
Now, that's what I'm saying, the place of promotion. You're asking me then, do you have a social media money and stuff like that? It's money.
Yeah.
Sure you get. I run ads online, and I know how much Google ads costs. So if I'm running a Google ad for like 50,000, sure you get, and you're inviting me for 25,000. So you get, your money you cannot pay it. But it's the message I am after for to deliver the message. Now, secondly, the younger folks that are saying that you must pay me and this, I laugh. No, why I laugh. Number one, I see every outing as an opportunity to express myself.
Okay.
Number one. Secondly, I see it as a platform for the world to know me. Thirdly, I see it as a platform to spread the gospel. Now, if you go to a church, there are different folks in that church. I tell you most times, funny enough, most of these small churches, I feel that it's one small church. Now then they pay pass. No, seriously, if you judge by the auditorium, man, you will miss it. I'm saying loud and clear, God's part, you will miss it. There are so many big auditoriums that it's what I've done over the years. I consult for top artists, and I hear so many things. So you get, you will miss it. So don't judge by the auditorium, the physics. You see light and everything. You're like, cameras are like, oh more. See, sometimes that church is just for you to create the content for where you're going to. So you get. So even if this church did not pay me big, but their video, if I run that ad on that video, it can get me other programs.
So if I get it correctly, you're trying to say we should, or let me not say we, I'm not a singer. The upcoming artists should not prioritize on money, even though money is needed.
Yes.
Now the question I want to ask is, you said before you became a gospel artist, you were once a musician. Why did you choose to be a gospel artist? Why not a secular artist?
Now I say one thing. I say there's so many how do they say it?
Many are called, few are choosing.
Some people they don't call themselves.
But you did not call yourself.
I didn't call myself because
Who called you?
God called me. Because see, if you want to know someone that call himself, you'll be frustrated. You can't stay long. Time always tell. Time will shift at you. Bible says you'll be tried with fire. So all those stuffs are fire.
Those challenges.
Challenges. So you get. So if you are saying that, I want to do gospel music, are you called to do it? There's a spiritual challenge there. Yeah. You go for a program, you come back, you can fall sick like, permit you offer, what child offer? Different things happen.
So you are trying to say, I can't just wake up tomorrow now and say, I want to be a gospel singer and I can pray.
It is not about you praying. Nobody can pray.
No, he's about to explain how he was called now.
You understand? So it's your calling that, yes, God called me to do this work. If you are called, you won't prioritize the money. You won't prioritize the money. If you hear it, you won't prioritize the money. Because everything you keep hearing is because when you go
but
to...
there are some people who were called. But you know, the love of money is the root of
all evil.
All evil. When money is now involved, you know, some people, we've seen musicians that they started well. And because of money, and they've seen that, oh, this thing is art. They try to like, even in their content, their song lyrics, you will see it. That, oh, this person is not treading that line, that lane he or she started with. So money at times can actually change your motive of going into music.
It is you. It is not the money. It's you.
It's the money that changed you now. Is it not money that will change you?
It's like how do I expect? Like you looked at me like your father. You abused me, your father. It's actually a cause. But a bit for me to respond to you. It's all about me. The money comes to me. Sure, you get all these things is still boiled back to your calling and self-discipline. That's just it. And you see this issue of fame.
Yes, it's another thing.
It's another thing. People are hailing you like, man, and they're like, sir, good afternoon, sir, good afternoon, man. That thing alone. I don't go for people. You won't collect my bag. I'll not give my bag. I'll not give you. I'll carry my thing by myself and sit down where I am. Sure you get. And there's so many things that can easily sway you off if you're not careful. It's a very thin line.
Yes.
It's a very, very thin line. I thought somebody said, see, glory and fame, they look alike.
But they're different.
But they're different. When you say fame, people are hailing you. It's the glory of God upon you that make you famous. If the glory was not there, you will not be famous. So you have to acknowledge the glory, not the fame. Because fame will go. Yes, fame will go. See, I thought about it. Do you know the meaning of trend? Something's on a trend and it just goes and it ends.
Yes.
There's
always an end to it.
And everybody has its time and season. Even the Bible says the time and season happen to us all. So when you're carried with that fame, it will still go. But one thing that will keep you there, it's what? It's the ability to be disciplined. Even while you are famous, it's the word famous. Sure you get. So all the paparazzi and the whole stuff, and it's just a consciousness like, I was called to do this work. It was not me that. So that's why you can come in for a free show and I can go. It's only when it comes to that, maybe you don't respect the fact that I came on a free show and stuff like that. Hey, I'll now draw the line.
Okay, you were talking about you being called.
Yeah.
You said earlier you work with people that made a band.
Yeah.
Is it that those people were called to, or how did you select your boys?
He said his boys.
Sorry, your men. I'm sorry.
Now, be a woman or a female. Why did you use boys or men?
Your
band. Or your people.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that word. But in some cases, even when you're a lady, there are some things you do that even when they see you, they call you a man. Yeah. So maybe that's why I use that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Number one is prayerfully selecting the people that work with you, and also aside calling, skill is also involved. Even the Bible said David was anointed and he was still what? He was skillful. So you cannot rule out skill from anointing. So I see some songs and I'm like, okay. You can't rule out skill. I'm sorry to say, if we listen to these secular guys' songs, they take out time, detailed, beat to beat, sound for sound, lyrics for lyrics, words for words. Sure you get. But most gospel artists, we don't do those things. And that's why our song comes and you just feel like, just go, hey. So when you are picking those kind of people, there are things that you have to factor out. What I know, my own, I pray about it. So you get. I can bring everybody together first, but at times I shift some out. Because I need to buy. Because you go to a program, someone is playing one secular song, you're like, okay. I'm a producer, so I know every sound. When you play, I know every sound. There's no sound that comes to that I don't know. So when you play it, I know. I'm not like other artists that they don't know. Me, I'm a musician, I know. When you play anything, I like, hey, change it. Sure you get. So while you're picking those guys, you have to know the ones that these ones are called, they're sure you get. And the people that can follow that you're calling, that understand your vision also. It matters. It matters. People that understand the vision. The Bible says, write the vision
and make it plain.
Make it plain, that they may read and run with it. So when you tell them this is the vision, if you cannot run the vision, please
save up.
Sure you get. As easy as that. But those that run the vision at the same time, they also need to be skilled. Now, what I do is, even if you are not that good, I will also train you.
Okay.
Sure you get. I also train you. I also people that worked with me today that before they are now like gospel artists on their own. Sure you get. So I also train, and I don't tie down singers or tie down instrumentalists. No. If God has called you, you want to start in your own. With the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, yeah, and you go. And it's true because we are not called to. We are called to mentor, to build, and to send forth. We're not called to just carry band members and tie them down. I know you are for me. No, I don't do it. So you can see a particular guy singing on my team and singing on another artist's team. That's me.
Okay, let me quickly ask this question. You know, if you want to go for an event, maybe you are being called for like a birthday party, then a church program. Do you set the same standard? I mean, in giving prizes, like
no.
Okay.
Birthday is business.
Oh. Okay. Hold on.
Wedding is business.
Okay.
Church is different.
What category
is church?
It's church.
Church is church.
Church is church.
Now, it doesn't mean that when I go for birthday, I sing some kind of, no, it's still my kind of song, but it's a birthday. It's not a church. But it doesn't mean that I won't use that same platform to spread the gospel.
Okay, hold on. You continue from where you started.
I don't want
you to start. Hold on. Okay, now for church, because someone said the gospel artist told me that as a gospel artist, you're not supposed to collect money when you go to church because you are there to spread the gospel through your music. Now, the part where you can get this money you're talking about, like to give to your band, the medium, the channel through which you spread this gospel comes with money. That is during where you go for weddings, birthday parties. That's where you get the money. But coming to church, you are not even supposed to collect any money at all, because if you should collect money, you collected your reward. That your reward is no more in heaven, according to that person. That your reward is no more in heaven. As a gospel artist, you are not supposed to even go to a church and get paid. Where you can actually get paid is at events. Birthday parties.
Shall I ask you something?
Yes.
What if I don't know how to sing in birthday parties or weddings? You know, the artists like that.
It's the same music now.
No. That's why I said music is wild. Is wide. Sorry. Now let me explain to you. The church platform is different from a birthday platform or a wedding platform. In a wedding platform, you know how far, you know the atmosphere now. You know how it's like. So those guys might still be church folks, but atmosphere differs. Sure you get.
And the event itself.
It differs. Now, there's some songs that are not gospel, but inspirational songs I can sing in a wedding.
I cannot sing in church.
I cannot sing in church.
Okay.
I don't mix it. Sure you get. Sure you understand. So the event itself matters a whole lot. So there are some artists that they cannot sing in weddings or birthdays. They only know how to sing in church. In church. Even when you invite, they say, I cannot sing in wedding, wedding. They just face their stuff like that. The major thing is prioritizing the gospel. That's the major thing, not the money. Some programs you go for, they say there's no money. You go for, and later when you are going, you carry heavy seed and go home. Yeah. Sometimes it's not even the pastor of the church that will give. People from the congregation that say, you blessed me. Please, can I have your account on my place? Can I give you a check or something? I've gone for programs like that, but nothing.
But do you know we have some gospel artists, very few, from what I've heard, that they don't even get paid when they go to church to minister.
They don't get paid?
Yes, that they don't ask for money or anything. You just go there.
Yeah, I know few of them.
Yes, and they are well known.
Yes, I know few of them.
But now can we speak about you?
Yes, many. Can't count. I still have some on my list. Sure you get.
That you won't get paid.
I know that you won't get paid. I will still go.
Wow.
Okay, that means you yourself, you attend some and not get paid.
Yes.
With your band.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. The question I initially wanted to ask is comparing secular music and gospel music now. Do you think there is more money in secular music than gospel music, or it is the way you handle it?
Okay, for secular, there's the industry and the ministry. Now for secular music, I tell people, I say there's money in gospel. But because you don't see that gospel artists everywhere, like in big billboards, you just feel that, so there's money. Now let me break it to you down statistically. Now, a gospel artist can have like 5 churches or 10 churches to minister in a week, or let's say 2 weeks. A secular artist might have like 2. Sure you get. Now sometimes, let me tell you most of these secular artists you see, because I work with other brand outside gospel, most of these secular artists you see on some big platform, they're not paid.
Okay.
Then jai. Most of them are not paid. It's just a form of promotion.
Oh.
Sure you get. It's a form of promotion. Maybe a particular brand is having this big event.
Okay.
And the manager come and make the banner, please just put my artist on it. And sometimes, let me tell you one secret, they pay the brand for putting the artist to come and sing.
Oh. They still be the one to pay the brand instead of the brand paying them.
Yes.
Wow.
Because it's a platform.
It's a platform for promotion.
For promotion.
I work with so many secular management, so I know these stuffs. I'm sorry, guys. So I know these stuff. That's why I say you don't follow us online. I just feel that stuff like no, you don't know the integrity of it. What's happening? I run secular shows. I run reality TV shows with a group of friends and everything, production and the rest of them. And let me tell you something. Maybe we're having a grand finale. These guys come and pay us for that to come and perform, because they know that this platform is going live.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you feel like, man, if you see that this guy just
don't collect money.
Don't collect money. Whereas the management paid for him to come and sing on that platform.
Wow.
Yeah, we're really running out of time. We need to wrap up now. Okay, in just like 60 seconds, what will be your message to everyone watching, especially the up and coming artists, gospel artists? Because we've seen some up and coming gospel artists and they feel like, oh no, you think gospel artists is not really lucrative. Let me switch and so on. So tell us in 60 seconds, what will be your parting shot?
Number one, be creative. Be creative. Do things outside your box. I tell most gospel artists that you're only singing, learn other instruments. Be creative. And do not depend on gospel artists. Have other jobs you do. Have other jobs you do. I'm a social media man. I'm into digital marketing.
Yes.
I'm into
because it's when you focus on one thing that you would,
She understand it should be a do or die thing. And like they did not pay me, and you're feeling frustrated. No, so that's why I can go for a show that they don't pay me, and the money I get from other on my job, I used to pay my guys, and I'm good.
That's very important.
So please focus more on being creative. Have other stream of income.
Yes.
She get, and lastly, always pray.
pray.
and seek God.
All right, thank you so much for your
Thank you
time
so,
on the show.
so
Thank you for
much.
enlightening and
Even though I still have a
educating
lot of
us.
questions, but
Yeah, we
there's
have
nothing I
very
can
short
do.
time. Yes, thanks for educating us and
Thank
thanks
you
for
so
coming on
much.
the show. We hope to have this conversation again.
Yes.
Maybe as a vocal coach or as a
Producer.
Yes.
songwriter.
Before we go, there's someone I met sometime. We said for you to know a vocal coach or something like that. That when you speak, they'll tell you the notes, like the what do I call it? The parts.
The tonic of ours.
Yes, the part that you are singing. So when I said, okay, say something, and I said something, I said, you are not a singer. You are. So can you identify that?
Sure, but it differs on. Now I say vocal, and your vocal changes.
Yes.
According to that, your this in the atmospheric condition.
Okay.
So don't let anyone deceive you. I can sound so thick like this, and next minute I'm sounding very light.
Don't worry, we are going to have this conversation the next time you come to the studio. We
Don't
want to
worry,
have
I'm
a part
singing
2.
everything, so also.
We want to have this conversation when next you come.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much
All
for
right,
coming.
viewer, this is where we wrap up the interview segment. We'll go on a short break. Thereafter, we'll continue the show. Stay with us.